Coming up on Designing Texas, a straight lane home that you can own. A Gary Riggs design that takes the cake. And Kathy Fielder focuses on a brand new store. Plus the Hills of Kingswood has a new builder in Milan Custom Homes. And J.Douglas Fab Furnishings are front and center in this Ron Davis beauty. Designing Texas starts right now. Hello everybody, I'm Jocelyn White and welcome to this edition of Designing Texas. Fall has had kind of a hard time making its presence felt this year, so I thought I'd bring a sure thing your way in the form of the Arboretum's Autumnal Festival and the Pumpkin Patch. Autumn at the Arboretum is underway until November 23rd of this year. It is Dallas's most anticipated fall festival. It's been named one of America's best pumpkin festivals, and you can certainly see why. And as for the visitors, well, last year, almost 1 million. Well, now that we've established the mood for the day, you certainly know our mission, upscale living with a down-home heart. And no one embodies that better than our designing Texan, Gary Riggs. And he takes us to a project in Southlake. Another one of his stunners.
Today we're really excited to bring you a house that we've done just over the last couple of years and just recently did a little bit more. One of the biggest challenges that we had in this house was the small living room. The challenge is that there was a lot of different angles in the room, and now not being very large, it was very difficult to figure out or what to do as far as getting a rug laid. We knew the coloring that they wanted to do, and so we had kind of pulled some things together. We did a smaller sofa and then some fun pattern and stuff with color, but the rug became a major challenge. We tried different things and tried laying it at different areas. Finally, the solution was that we've got a rug and actually cut it out so that now it looks as if the hearth of the fireplace is sitting on top of the rug. The dining room in this house, I think, was really an interesting space because of the brick walls that they had in here. It just made kind of a very interesting, very kind of warm and cozy atmosphere. Because of the neutrality and the warmer tones in it, it was fun to put the big, large abstract on the wall that pulled in the really strong color and gave them a really nice dining room. That then with the neutral chairs and then the ECAP back post and hostess chair makes it for a really nice area to entertain. In the main parts of the house, we were kind of going with the blue and the green theme. And so in the study, it came together really well with the fun pattern in the carpet and then just some beautiful pieces to go in with the blue. So the interesting and the fun thing was in the living spaces of the house, like in the family room and in the game room upstairs, we kind of took a lot of the colors throughout and kind of just accent with splashes of that all over. So the family room area is a lot of fun with the reds and orange reds and the strong teals and turquoises. But then when you go upstairs into the game room, we kind of took every color. So you've got charcoal and camel colored and reds and oranges, and it came together really fun and yet kind of in a neutral palette so it didn't become too much. The master bedroom, we took just a little bit of a departure from the rest of the house, utilizing just the soft aqua blue kind of color, but this time we paired it with a soft terracotta color. It all came off very, very soft, very tranquil and peaceful. We had enough space. We did a beautiful sofa in here, so they've got a really nice sitting area as well as just a very nice place to rest. We want to show you one of the other bedrooms that we did in the house, just particularly because it turned out so cute. They had a piece of artwork that an aunt had done for the kids, and so we had that framed and actually kind of used that as a color base for the entire room. It turned out really fun, very animated room, but very comfortable for the kids. This house particularly holds a fondness for me as far as working on, because the parents of this household were children of another that I did years ago when they were just small. So it's kind of fun to watch family grow and work on both houses and help these great people out. I hope that you enjoyed. I'm Gary Riggs with Gary Riggs Home.
Gary always has a lot of balls that he's juggling in the air, and he's got another project that fits that bill, but this time we call him our Designing American. We're here at Ground Zero in the back of your store where you've already begun pulling things together, and they're just in the foundation stage right now.
In fact, the blueprints that we've got right here are still not final. I think next week or the week after, the final blueprints will be in, and we'll have everything totally set. But already, yes, we've already started gathering and getting everything ready so that as the house is being built and everything, we can just kind of do and get everything just as it's supposed to be, so that when the house is finished, by the time of that, then we'll have the entire house furnished.
The homeowner walks in, you hand them the key, and everything is in place.
Yeah, exactly.
And we'll be checking in with Gary on that project as the months unfold. Meantime, we have a great Briggs Freeman Sotheby's home that you can own. Agent Lisa Besserer has the property listed, and it is so good. A straight lane address, and this?
No kidding. And this is the private part of Straight Lane. This is a cul-de-sac. And really, when you walk into this house, you will see nothing but beautiful views and no neighbors. The really nice part of this part of Straight Lane is it's secluded. It's in the cul-de-sac. And so you have the name, but yet the privacy.
You also have two other things that are very rare with a straight lane address: the creek and the trees.
That's right. When I walk in this house, I take a deep breath and I say, I'm not in Dallas anymore. You cannot see a house anywhere from this property. So if you are looking for seclusion with scenery and great bird watching and occasional wild animal, this is the house.
It's a home that lends itself to whatever style you have.
I agree. I think it's very transitional. Right now, people are looking for slightly contemporary. This lends itself to that, but just depending on what you decide to furnish it with.
Hit some of the highlights of the living areas, some of the things that make it unique.
This is the money shot. This is the view of the creek, the pool, the casita or the guest house, and all of these trees. You feel like you're in Austin or Colorado. It's just so relaxing.
Oh, I had heard a lot of things about the master, but nothing can compare to seeing it.
Wouldn't it be nice to wake up to this every day?
I would love it.
You have the views of the pool, of the creek, the greenery. You also have access to the hot tub off of the master, very private, along with a his and her bathroom, closets.
I mean, this master really has it all.
It's pretty breathtaking. If you like to cook, there's a full catering kitchen that enters off the back side of the house. So if you have caterers, they can all work back there with their own stove, refrigerator, freezer, dishwasher, and you wouldn't even know they were there. That backs up to the big gourmet kitchen that you can see, and all of this is open to 3 living areas on the first floor.
Adjacent to the living spaces is a wine room and bar that in turn lead outdoors to the magnificent pool area. Here, there is even more space for entertaining. You can set up catering, another bar, or even a band. It's all roomy and open and private, surrounded by trees, so no peeping Toms.
It's got the factor for a wow party house.
And there is a great amount of space for parking.
That's right. You can get about 12 cars in this house without ever having to call valet.
This home is just waiting for someone with the right imagination to come in and fill it with their things.
Exactly, and have the privacy, and no one would know they were in Dallas sitting in this living room.
They really wouldn't. And Lisa, if I had the checkbook with me and I knew there was that money in the bank, I'd write that check today.
So would I.
Later in the show, our Designing Texan Outdoors is also talking fall color. And the Fielder Report puts on the finishing touch. It's very elemental. Up next, the Hills of Kingswood.
Hi, my name is Aiden and I have leukemia.
The Ronald McDonald House keeps us close while Aiden receives treatment. Your support matters. Give now or learn more about our story online.
Thanks, have a good day.
Hey everybody, welcome to our show within a show. It's called At Home in the Hills of Kingswood. I'm Jocelyn White. With me is John Zazelka. And John, you just came from the hills. What's going on out there? Is fall about to arrive?
Well, Jocelyn, I just came down from there, and it's starting to show, but it's going to be a first cold snap, probably in 2 weeks.
Oh,
It'll
wow.
be a great place for us to get together and do a little filming, because we're surrounded by literally thousands of acres of forest ending at Lake Louisville, so it truly is beautiful.
Well, let's see what else is going on at the hills. Here's the 360.
Well, first, Philip Carter and Christian Custom Homes. Truly a spectacular setting that he has there in the hills of Kingswood, and this first home has now been occupied for the last few weeks. And Gold Medal Pools is a spectacular addition to what is a spectacular home.
Well, welcome back. It looks a little different than the last time that we were here. We are so excited how this turned out, just as we planned. When you walk through the front door of the home, you come all the way through the main entry into the family room through these big Fleetwood doors that open all the way up, and the eye takes you right to this. You've got great areas for sunning that you can see out there. We've got those awesome travertine squares with the artificial turf in between. The neat thing about that is those are green year-round. Well, as we go to the back, we have what we call a rain descent. It's one of the neatest features I think you can put on a swimming pool. Tied in with the cabana that we built back there, not only for a shaded seating area for the client, but also for ultimate privacy from the houses behind. What you don't see is, in between the rain descent and the swim-up bar, there's actually a series of bar stools. So on a hot day, you can sit at the swim-up bar and the rain comes down behind your back. Not only can you soak in the therapeutic hot tub, have it double as a piece of art, relax on the sunning ledge, enter from the steps over here that come out of the family's game room, or swim laps or play volleyball. There's so many usable spaces around this swimming pool that make it usable year-round.
And one of our newest builders is Mike Jones of Milan Custom Homes. And one of the wonderful things he's doing is he's using Elegante iron, which is owned by Jenny Sandlin, and they're doing a spectacular job in that first home.
I'm here with Milan Design and Build. Proud to be a part of this amazing home. The home features our Lexington series. Most people are now wanting the clean contemporary lines. We're doing a lot of the Lexington series, which are the divided lights. Some people do want privacy, so they'll select a different type of glass, or they also go with clear glass if they want to showcase the beauty of the yard or the cabana. This home happens to have an entire wall that we did of the Lexington series. We're seeing a lot of darker tones. We're seeing black, we're seeing pewter. We're not seeing a lot of the more old world copper and gold tones. People are wanting simplicity but elegance at the same time. The first time I stepped into the home, when it was just being built, when it was just a hollow shell, and you feel amazing to see your work displayed in such a manner. We are just so happy to be here. Elegante takes such pride in the collaboration that we have done with Mike Jones and Milan Design Build. We have a house starting with Mike, and we will see him again at the Hills of Kingswood.
And Mike Jones is using Chandler cabinets, truly unprecedented designs, and it'll add tremendous ambiance to Milan Custom Homes.
This is a transitional style house that we talked about before. The transitional, well, we have many different styles in this house. These cabinets here are very transitional. You go in the family room, the cabinet's going to be more contemporary, but that's what makes it transitional. We mix different styles. And then you go in the bathroom, it's a completely different style. There's probably 7 or 8 different cabinet styles in this one house. But the owner was looking for something very specific in this house. Every room is different. They had great ideas. And then of course their builder, Mike Jones, it's a pleasure to work with, one of the best in the business. He had a lot of designs, a lot of ideas went into this house. The Chandler cabinets, we've done a good job of keeping up with the trends, also helping set the trends in the DFW area. We do a lot of work in Preston Hollow, Highland Park, Dallas, and those trends, that seems to be where the trend starts. And then it moves north, and you start seeing it in Frisco, and you'll see a lot of stuff in the Hills of Kingswood.
And recently we celebrated Milan Custom Homes' lovely, lovely home in Preston Hollow, which is going to look very similar to the one he's building in the Hills of Kingswood.
We're in the process now of wrapping up the house. Should be closing here in the next week or two. It's been a long road, but it's been quite an enjoyable experience. The house on the outside is, in fitting with the Preston Hollow area, is very French on the outside. It's a lot of stone, wood windows, cast stone. But the difference is when you come through the front door, it's an entirely different house, an entirely different feel. Very transitional, very modern, a lot of light colors. It's just a completely different feel once you come in the front door. The house we're going to be building up in the Hills of Kingswood is going to be very, very similar. What we're trying to do is bring a little bit of Preston Hollow up to Frisco. So the house we're building in Kingswood will be very similar, and that's stone, wood windows, light, airy, transitional on the inside, and I think it's going to be a nice product and a little bit of change for the Frisco area. One of the things we're doing, even though we're going from Preston Hollow up to Frisco, is we're taking all of the same suppliers and subcontractors that we use down here. Chandler Cabinets will be doing our cabinets. Jenny with Elegante Iron will be doing our entryways. And what a lot of the same features we used in this house we'll use up there. We'll be featuring bringing the inside out, focusing on the outside and the pool. All of the inside areas and rooms will have sight lines to the pool and focus on the outside, as well as allowing a lot of the natural light to come in. Milan's very happy and proud to be a part of the Hills of Kingswood, and is very excited about building many more homes up there in the future.
And J.Douglas is going to provide the furnishings for the Ron Davis Custom Homes, and we're very excited about that.
John, I have a confession to make. I have been a fan of J.Douglas Furnishings for almost as long as I can remember, probably as long as the store has been here. With me is J.Douglas, or Douglas Bradford as he's known. And Douglas, how long have you been here, and what's the story behind?
We opened our doors in 1989, and this past July we celebrated our 27th anniversary here in the same location.
Now, one of the things I think it's important to mention is this is not just a furniture store.
No, and I really don't consider it a furniture store. Our service here is much more personalized, almost a concierge type service, if you will. You know, we work on all different types of budgets. We may have a $2,500 bed on our floor. We may have a $12,000 bed on our floor. So it's all tailored to each individual customer.
And yet each price point has that J.Douglas touch.
It does, and then when you shop here with us, you'll be working with me, which is a nice plus, I think, too, to be able to work with the owner.
You just have that I know what I'm going to find when I come in the door.
That's what all of our customers say too. It's like they feel like they can come in here, and I call them the jewelry pieces for your home. When I do my buying, I try to buy in a way that the piece itself, it just stands out on its own. It doesn't really need something else to help it stand out. And that's always been my philosophy when I buy. I have to love something before I buy it. I just don't buy something because I think it will market to a broader audience.
How do you think you're going to blend with the Ron Davis home in the hills of Kingswood?
I think it's going to be a wonderful mix for both of us. The house is incredible, and our product will fit into that house just perfect. It's one of those houses that can really go so many different ways. I call it kind of a modern transitional. It's a style that's very popular in the market right now, so we're really excited here at J.Douglas to be a part of it.
Now, will you take pieces from the store or special order?
For the most part, it'll be special ordered, specific pieces for the home, and then we have a few pieces that we'll probably pull here from our inventory.
Now, whether or not they go in the home, what are some of the pieces that are your personal favorites in the store right now?
Sure. Well, the sectional, for one, is one of our newest pieces in here. Really, really comfortable. The colors pop. Maybe even thinking of using the style in the Davis house.
I always love your lamps, your accessories, because to me that is jewelry.
Right now, probably my favorite accessories or lamps would be a pair of quartz lamps that we have in the showroom.
I know exactly which
Yes,
ones.
you do.
I love them. I tried to get him to make me a deal, but he wouldn't. They are exquisite.
Yeah, they really are. And we have a lot of exclusives in our showroom too. We are the Dallas retailer for Marge Carson Furniture.
Oh, wow.
Which is a wonderful, wonderful line out of Los Angeles. Probably our favorite line to work with. Very broad, fabulous fabrics, fabulous trims. It's a line that you can have a lot of fun with and totally customizable.
Well, I hope you don't mind if I say that combination of old and Hollywood glam is also eye candy.
Eye candy for your home, yeah.
J.Douglas, thanks, honey.
Thanks, Jocelyn. Good to see you.
And John, by the way, thanks to J.Douglas for letting us use this store as our backdrop for the segment today. We appreciate it very much, and we appreciate everything J.Douglas does, and that's really going to be exciting furniture for the Ron Davis home. What's coming up next month?
Next month, we're going to have a new announcement about what's happening in our, we would call it phase 4. This is going to be a completely different phase again. And we're excited to be able to talk about that when that time comes.
Just more new product, and come on out, see what we're doing at the Hills of Kingswood. As for Sharon Webb at the front gate, she's the lady who makes everything happen. We're at home here in the Hills of Kingswood. We hope you will be too. See you next time. Thanks, John.
Thank you, Jocelyn.
Welcome back to Designing Texas, establishing fall here at the Dallas Arboretum. And fall is the topic as we turn to our Designing Texan Outdoors today. Josh Bracken, take it away.
Hi, I'm Josh Bracken with Nichols Nardi Nursery and Garden Centers. We're going to be talking about decorating your home for fall. We've got so many wonderful things to enhance the holiday season. You know, I'm an avid outdoorsman, an avid hunter. I really love these platters. I think there's something that speaks both to the male and the female in the house. These are a great looking hand knit little napkin. Wonderful way to accent the home. Who doesn't love Halloween? You know, my daughter used to say, you have too much scary stuff. So I think there's a lot of fun stuff you can have for Halloween. I love smiley, goofy, fun things for Halloween. We've got all kinds of stuff like that. Additionally, we have things that you can use for Halloween decoration, but then carry it on through to Thanksgiving. And these are things that are permanent. You can pack them away and use them for next year. We have so many great things to decorate with. We even have lanterns for the outside. Who thought of this? This is brilliant. Love that. These picks are wonderful. They make decorating a breeze. It's already done for you. Just put a bunch of those together in a vase and you've got it done home free. We've got some awesome gift ideas for the holiday season. This is my favorite right here, I think. Look at this. You can even use it at Valentine's Day as a red pillow. It's great. These little acorns are one of the coolest things I've seen in some time. It's actually a real acorn husk and then they put a little plush in there. Great way to accent decorate the home for the holidays. Y'all have a wonderful time decorating your homes for the holidays. Come by and see us if we can help. I'm Josh Bracken with Nichols Nardi Nursery and Garden Centers.
Welcome back to Designing Texas here at the Dallas Arboretum with all of the kids and the butterflies and the fall foliage. It's now time for our finishing touch, and it comes to us from the Fielder Report. Our lifestyle guru, Kathy Fielder, is talking all things elements.
Hi, I'm Kathy Fielder, and welcome to the Fielder Report. Tonight, we are at the amazing new Element showroom here in Dallas, and if you love design, then you need to be here. Some of the best tile, marble, stone selection I've seen, plumbing fixtures. It's a wonderful spot, and here tonight we're at the grand opening. Jennifer, tell me what kind of sets you apart here at this showroom.
What sets us apart is that we're really a one-stop shop where you can come and you can pick out your stones, your slabs for your kitchens, countertops, bathrooms, do your entire house in one setting. Your backsplashes, your flooring, anything custom from the ground up. We are hands-on from start to finish. You can bring in a designer and we'll work with your designer or your architect, or we will take your plans and work with you and help you make all of your selections.
Tell me about just even this beautiful backsplash here.
This is a gorgeous water jet cut marble. It's actually Calcutta marble.
So you offer plumbing fixtures as well?
We do. We have a vast array of plumbing fixtures. Every finish that you can think of, every texture that you can imagine. We offer kitchen, bath, and lavatory faucets.
Oh my gosh, I am smitten with this faucet right here. It's amazing.
I love this faucet too.
It's amazing.
It's actually a new faucet by Brizo. It's a dual finish with the matte black, and it is a showstopper.
Absolutely, without a doubt. So Jennifer, tell me about all of these amazing panels I see all over this beautiful showroom.
Thank you. We actually decided to take a little different approach to how we display our tile. So we magnetized all of our boards so that they're actually on the wall and that you can utilize them.
So you can take them off and lay out your design scheme.
Absolutely.
And plan around it.
You can plan around it. We actually have magnetic hangers for our slab yards. So you can take your backsplash, put it on a hanger, and put it up next to your slab to see how they correlate.
So Jennifer, tell me about this boutique part of the showroom, because truly it is absolutely stunning.
Thank you. This is where we showcase all of our truly unique, unmatched selections. We have beautiful stones sourced from all over the world. You really need to come in just to see it, to believe it.
So in this piece here, backlit
onyx. We have several different colors, but this is a stunning piece.
A piece of art on its own, truly.
Absolutely.
Yes. Jennifer, from everything I've seen today, from this amazing tile that looks like metal on the back wall, to the onyx, to the marble, the showroom is simply phenomenal, and we so appreciate you having us here today.
If you can get down here, we'd love to show you the showroom. If you cannot find it here, I promise you will not be able to find it anywhere else.
From implementation to design to customer service, the Element showroom is simply unmatched. And that's the Fielder Report.
Good job, Kathy. What a great store. And what a great show today. We thank you for your company. We also thank the Dallas Arboretum. Watch for us next month, okay? And in the meantime, home is, well, today, it's where the Arboretum is, wherever your heart smiles. See you next time.